Welcome back to Man Baby Gaming News, guys. It's me, 8-Bit Eric. We're going to talk about this David Jaffe situation because ever since he's made these comments about Vara Dark and that she only has her audience because she's good looking, he's been getting pretty much roasted and burnt to a crisp. So this is a developing story, and I mean, at this point, he's an infinite content glitch, but he's getting roasted by everybody that's been making videos about it. If you guys don't remember, he literally just said the only reason why she has an audience is because of her gender and her looks, which goes against what you think of when it comes to somebody that's a male feminist. Usually they try to champion them. They almost simp for them, kind of like a soy boy look. So this goes against the grain of what he's saying. Because I mean, let's be honest here. She is a cute looking gal, all right? I think she's gorgeous, but she has more to offer than just showing her tits online. She has a good political discourse on her channel all the time. She has intelligent opinions, and that's not me glazing or trying to simp for her either. What I'm trying to say is that her content is actually intellectual, but the problem is that people like David Jaffe seem to think that because you're right-wing leaning or that you talk about anti-woke content, that you're audience is essentially a bunch of idiots who can't think for themselves. That's what it is. He thinks that our audience is just fooled easily by the people that they're watching. So he's blaming her looks as to why she has the audience. That her audience is a whole bunch of brain dead idiots that are rage baited and they're listening to everything that she says because she's a good looking woman. That's what it comes down to. So here's a clip from a stream that he had after he blamed grifters for the failure of veil guards. So let's watch this real quick.
Don't know how to do this. You don't know how to do this. You are in that chair, Vara, because of your hair and your face and your gender. And that's fine, by the way. There's no problem with that. I don't deny anyone making money and building an audience off, the things that they've got. But let's be clear. So far, my encounters with you online, you are kind of you're a mental lightweight.
How can this guy call anybody on this God's green earth a mental lightweight when this guy literally has been raging on a near daily basis on his YouTube channel during his live streams? Now, he does have a little bit of a bias with a lot of his arguments. I think it stems from his kid being transgender, and he wants to be on the right side of the argument, right? He doesn't want to be proven wrong about certain things when it comes to woke ideologies. So he's constantly moving the goalposts. He's constantly moving the argument. He circles around. You saw him and Hypnotic go at it. You saw him and Kaida go at it. And we're seeing him and Vara Dark go at it. But he got so frustrated that he started to say very questionable things. If we're led to believe that he's as left leaning as possible, trying to trash down, obviously, because she's right wing, Vara Dark because of her gender. So,
and that's fine. People have all kinds of what I'm bad at, Vara. I'm bad at math, man. If I was in NASA and they were like, oh shit, the space station's gonna explode.
What does that have to do with any of the argument? It's so weird because he always brings stuff that's not part of the argument into the equation. But you get the gist. This is stuff that happened just the past couple days, and it's completely backfired. If you look at Twitter, he's getting eaten up. He even, yesterday we called it, he's quadrupling down saying, hate him if you want, and that he stands by what he said. But I don't know. It's just a whole bunch of nothing, right? So he made a subsequent video, and I think he just goes off. Like, look at this. It's just this article, this quote is just paragraphs after paragraphs where he's talking about Vara Dark and him clearly don't vibe with each other. She doesn't like me. I said mean things about her. They were not misogynistic. They were mean. They were intentionally mean. So he's intending to bully her based off of her gender, which is essentially what they accuse us is the problem. And then he's saying, I was not sexist to Vara. Stop the clown. So he's getting clown emojis spammed in his chat, which is hilarious, which is fucking hilarious. So honestly, this guy's getting fucking torn the fuck up. And you can just see, I mean, it's a lot of stuff to read, but here's his thoughts on content creators. We could take a look at this right here.
No, I did not see the Side Scrollers podcast. Here's what I'll tell you. Vara Dark and I clearly don't really vibe with each other. She doesn't like me. I said some mean things about her. They were not.
Here's the thing, though. I'm pretty sure she doesn't care outside of what your opinion was. She's not taking it personal. She's not triggered over you. And that's the thing, is that all these woke tards seem to think that we get triggered over opinion. There's a reason why we're not considered woke. All right. There's a reason why we're not considered triggered, because we could live by an opinion, say it, and move on.
Not misogynistic, but they were mean. They were intentionally mean. But whatever. And I don't know Asmongold to save my life, but it sounds like he may not be a fan of mine either. But Side Scrollers, or at least
Asmongold probably doesn't even know who the fuck you are. All right. He probably doesn't even know who the fuck you are. He just reacted to your content and thought you were an idiot.
Stuttering Craig.
You gotta love how he pretends he doesn't know who Stuttering Craig is, by the way. That's what they do. When they're upset with you, they pretend they don't know who you are.
I have massive issues with. I'm not even going to watch him to hate watch him. So no, I did not see it. I was not sexist to Vara. Stop the clowns. I was not. I was mean to her. Trust me, because I was worried, because I knew people would think I was.
You were sexist. If things that we say towards female journalists and female woke activists are sexist, you were fucking sexist.
I was like, this is not. I know people will think this is sexist or misogynistic, but it's really not. And I was checking with women. I'm like, hey, watch this for me, because maybe I'm wrong, because I can be wrong. Everybody's got a blind spot.
Why is this guy coping and just so fucking? This is why people are picking on you right now, Jaffe, because you're going to like an extreme end to try to prove your point constantly, like defensive mode. And that's not what's good. Like if you're like, oh, I asked around and this and that, you're going to an extreme end to defend your belief. And that's what makes you guys the actual real grifters, because you don't even know what the hell you're believing in. I think what your problem is you don't want content creators talking about you. And we see that time and time again. It causes a Streisand effect.
Say something sexist or misogynistic, but in this case, I was like, I don't think it is. But again, I could still be wrong. Educate me if I am. But
that's all of his arguments. I could be wrong. I don't think it is, but I could be wrong. Educate me. We don't have to prove shit to you as far as an opinion goes, just like you don't either. That's why they're called opinions. You don't need to have a hypotenuse and a fucking theory and a conclusion and all this crap for an opinion.
Understanding of misogyny. Yeah, so like the Popo says you implied that she only has a channel and audience because of her hair and her looks and because she's a woman. That's not sexist. That's not misogynistic. That's me being mean to her and saying the only thing, in my opinion, based on what I've seen of hers, that allows her to be able to do what she does is she is an attractive or semi-attractive woman talking to a bunch of nerds.
And while you might be right in a small theory, that's just salt. That's just salt to say the way that you're saying it and portraying it. Sure, there's going to be guys that are attracted to it, because guess what? We're straight guys. We like tits, all right? We like ass. But you're discounting a lot of the research, a lot of the opinion of another human being just because of their gender. If you were just to say, hey, you're a hot chick, that's it, that'd be different. And I've seen this happen in the past before. I've seen other people do the same thing to other females, and all these modern feminists and all these wokies attacked those individuals. That's why you're being attacked. It's a touchy subject no matter what, right? And there's always going to be some weird, I guess, clash. You know, the people from this side are going to hate that side and that when it comes to attacking somebody based on their gender. But I think Vara Dark makes great content. And it's not so much like, you know, like we could sit here and joke and say maybe you were based with saying what you were saying, but the execution of what you're saying, your cope, obviously you're not able to fucking handle her clap back. I mean, she's clapping back at you because of what you said. you can't even own what you said. That's the problem. If you really feel like that, then own it and say that you mean it. Don't say that you were intentionally mean when you're saying it and that you weren't being like, own your fucking argument. Quit being such a fucking lolcow. I mean, you can see right here, if we go to the actual comments of this video, and you're going to see he's getting fucking ratioed in the dislikes as well. He has 289 likes to 922 dislikes. That's a big fucking yikes right there. But in the comments, Paula Bean, first comment says, "Hey there, mental heavyweight." Spectre, wow, that's weird because my wrestling name's Spectre, says, "I hope when I'm old and gray in my 50s, I have better things to do than create petty internet beef with people half my age." Now, I'm not going to be an ageist and say that just because you're old, you're not allowed to clap back or have conflict with anybody. I never understand that when people are like, "Oh, Eric, you're like in your 40s. Why you arguing and fighting with somebody?" Like, I will never understand that thing right there. Now, this guy right here, Roke, says, "Dude had his feelings hurt and showed his true colors. Dude doesn't realize he's Chris Chan 2.0. I mean, he's just getting utterly smoked in the comment section. A lot of people are supporting Vara Dark with it. So like I said, if he stuck to his guns on this and didn't act like such a fucking crybaby, I don't think he would have been getting as much heat as he is right now. And it's not going well for him, especially when he's going on on his tangents for like several hours at a time and hanging up on people, not listening to them. So David Jaffe is basically the content right now of the week. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts down below. Subscribe if you're brand new. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say in the comments. And we're on the road to 94,000 subscribers. I'm on a new setup, so hopefully this new setup is working a-okay. Let me know your thoughts on that as well. Thank you for watching.